Hello, this is Excalibur of Excalibur Zone Gaming, and I've got a very special event tonight. It's a Khans of Tarkir release day. Well, I went out and I got myself one of my standards, a booster box, and a fat pack, and, well, I'm going to be in trouble, but here we go. We're going to start with the promo card. It is the Rattleclaw Mystic. Add green, blue, or red to your mana pool, morph 2, and when it is turned face up, add green, blue, and red to your mana pool. Here's the card. It's nice and shiny. The artwork is pretty slick, I think. So instead of the standard D6 pack crack, we are going to go ahead and just jump into an unboxing of the fat pack first. If you are unfamiliar with the fat pack comes with 9 booster packs, spin down life counter, and I've got a bag right here just for fun stuff. It comes with a deck box and a collector's guide. I mainly get the fat packs once just to get this. Now the awesome thing is it is a collector's guide, because it's got the checklist in the back here, and it's got a full guide for every single card in the set. It's also got some story elements up here that tell you about the story of the Magic the Gathering world, in this case Khans of Tarkir, what all the clans are about and everything like that. They introduce iconic cards for each of the clans right here. You can see right here and here, and then of course over here, here, and there. And there's usually a top 10 cards. Go over the clans. We have the Abzan, the Jeskai, the Sultai, the Mardu, and Temur. They're each using the enemy colors. I'll just get it up there really quick so you can see black, green, and white. Green and white tend to be allies, but black is usually an enemy. If we look on the back of the card there, you can see green and white are diametrically opposed to the black. White and blue are diametrically opposed to red, and you can see Jeskai is the red, white, and blue, or the Murka. Sultai are the green, blue, and black. Black and blue are generally opposed to green. We have Mardu, which is red, white, and black, and then the Temur, which is green, blue, and red. Now these are called the wedge colors. They're the allied colors that came out in one of the sets before. I wasn't around before. Let's see here. Where is that? We're going through all the different Khans, and then we go through the 2 planeswalkers. And here we go. Here's the top 10 cards in the set that Blizzard of the Coast seems are the best of the set, or at least the top 10 most sought after cards, and what they think are the sought after ones are probably not quite, though they are probably correct with the Sorin, the Sarkhan, and the Polluted Delta. All the fetch lands are going to be really sought after in the set because that is an awesome way to get your deck going. Morph is back, and then we get into the cards encyclopedia, which goes white, blue, then let's see here, white, blue, black, red, green, then we hop on to multicolor, and from multicolor we hit artifacts and then lands. Now I'm not going to go over every card in the set because it would take forever to do so. And then we go to the checklist, which gives 3 columns. Well, several columns actually. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. First off, it gives a circle and then a check mark. I think the circle is whether you have it. And the check mark is if you have a play set. I've never really figured out these. Oh, okay, there. That's how it is. Circle is a regular card. Square is a premium card. And then you go through and it gives a name, the set number, and then it's a rarity, either common, rare, uncommon, mythic rare, or land. And land is for like the basic lands. Yep, that's right. So that's that. add another book to my set, and that's going to go down here. The deck boxes, and I've got quite a few of them, are really nice. The only thing I hate is when you try to pick them up, they slip. They really slip off the bases. But what I generally do is just flip it around like this, and you're ready to go. The outer box is not just something you throw away. You can actually open it up because it's put together with some of that like little sticky tacky glue or tacky gel or whatnot. When you open it up, you have an awesome little piece of artwork, and it's usually what's right there, but in like poster size. Now this can be used for a number of things. I generally don't save this, but you can use it for like a D&D screen, or you can use it for secret move screen or something like that if you have a weird variant of magic that keeps certain things secret from your opponents. So here we go, and pull that off. I will go ahead and save this because I think the artwork is pretty nice. It's got each of the clans on there, and then it's got a large dragon in the back. So go ahead and set that over here out of the way. Alright, now it comes with 2 deck boxes, and usually it's 2 opposing things. In this case it's Mr. Helm Smasher, I think his name is, and Sarkhan, and it's just as simple. You just fold it out and put it together just like that, and then you can put together 2 play decks that you get from here. So there is that. I generally use them for spacers and for holding basic lands for draft events. If you take, I think, if you take maybe 10 of each basic land, you're covered for whatever colors you're going to do, because 10 of each basic land, maybe 17 of each basic land would be better, because 17-23 land to card ratio for a draft event. That way you'll be covered for monocolor, and you have more than enough lands for everything else. We have some more of this. This is actually a really nice cardboard. I haven't done terrain for miniature war games in a long time, or any dioramas, but this would be excellent construction material. I'm just going to put it in recycling. Shabam. Alright, so here we go. We get a pack of basic lands here, which you could probably just take that to any drafting event. You get 4 packs here and 5 packs here, plus a spin down. This one is the green one, and we'll use that to open up the pack. So we have this nice green turquoise. I'm trying to make sure I don't drop it in my drink, because I usually pick up my cup with my left hand and drink. I also have a thing of M&Ms for my little sweet tooth addiction here. I am attempting, no, not attempting, I am losing weight, but I found the diet that I'm on, you can eat anything as long as you keep your calorie count to a certain amount, and you eat a lot of healthy things like vegetables. So I think in this pack we have at least 1 of each of the basic lands, and that's going to go off to the side. Pajam. Alright, so like, oh, and you get a little rules reference, which is okay if you're just starting out, but recycling. So the way it normally works out in my D6 crack packs is I roll a die, especially if I have multiple cards, multiple packs, but since I have so many packs to open, I'm just going to open them. I'm going to ignore all the commons and just start showing the uncommons and the rares, and then the tip and the land will go off to the side here out of the way, but all the commons go down on the table, and then I'll lay the rares and mythics and everything out in front of me. Now this is going to take a lot of time here, so I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. If I see any special lands like Jungle Hollow, which is a nice life land, comes into play, tap, gives you life, I always set those aside because they are really good to have around, and I always pull out all the banners because I play EDH, and mana fixing is one of the awesome things. Alright, so there's the commons out of the way. We have an Abzan Charm, which is a pretty cool card. I like the artwork for one, but it's exile target creature with power 3 or greater. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life, or you distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. That, my friend, is an awesome uncommon, and I'm going to go ahead and put them out in their colors. We have Watcher of the Roost. Yeah, Watcher of the Roost, which is a morph, flying creature, and when it comes up, you gain 2 life. Not too bad at all. The third is a Soul Tie Charm. There we are. Choose one, destroy target monocolored creature. Very good. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Awesome. Or draw 2 cards and discard a card. That, my friends, is an awesome charm. And, alright, we've pulled the 3 uncommons, and here is the rare. I don't look at it myself. I put it up, and we see what it is. That's Teamer Ascendancy. Oh well. Creatures you control have haste, and whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. It's a pretty nice rare, especially for fast decks. And then we got a morph token that just tells you whatever the morph is of the 2/2 creature. I still think they should make sleeves for this, and then a land. So they'll just go off to the side. Next pack. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to toss the wrappers on the floor. I can pick them up later. Alright, we got a couple of good things here. We've got a Teamer banner. There we go. It's common, which is good for Pauper. So we got a common and Scoured Barrens, which is another lifeland. I've got quite a few of these already just from the pre-release. And here we go. We've got Hordling Outburst, sorry. Put 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield. Good for your Perforos decks. We have a Cranial Archive. Very interesting. Let's see here. Exile Cranial Archive. Target player shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. Then draw a card. So it's like an Elixir of Immortality, but it's actually got a cantrip built into it. That is pretty sweet. And I think this is the third uncommon. We have the Abzan Falconer. It's got an Outlast, +1/+1 counter on it for the Outlast cost as a sorcery. Then each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has flying. These guys are off the hook. You get them in your green-white deck and then put all those +1/+1 counters on things and you've got evasion out the wazoo. So here we go. The rare is Mindswipe. Okay. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X. Mindswipe deals X damage to that spell's controller. So it's like a fireball and counterspell built in. We have a Plains and another morph. Morph cards. Useless. I mean, those who have played Morph before know what Morph is, and if you're told once and you forget, then poo-poo on you, really. Alright, we've got ourselves, it's like we've got a banner in each and every single thing. This time it's a Soul Tie banner. Just sit it over here. And a Thornwood Falls, which is green-blue. Alright, put that over here. We're done with the commons. We have a Chief of the Scale. I had him during pre-release, and he is pretty darn good. Warrior creatures you own get +0/+1. Now, you combine him with Anastasia, and the land she turns into creatures are warriors, and she's a warrior, so keep that in mind. And a lot of green soldier-like creatures are warriors. We have a Bellowing Saddlebrute. Oh yeah. He's got Raid. I love Raid. Raid is an awesome mechanic. When Bellowing Saddlebrute enters the battlefield, you lose 4 life unless you attack with a creature this turn. So he's a 4/5 for 4. So you attack with a creature and put him out, you are golden. Okay, so here is the last uncommon. It is a Warden of the Eye. He is, when Word of the Eye enters the battlefield, return target non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard to your hand. So he's Graveyard Recursion. Happy day. We have 2 more. Here's the rare. Badoop. Sage of the Inward Eye. Flying, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. So, yeah. So far we're getting cheesy rares. And then we've just got a tip card and a land. We have a lot to go through. So, I'll just call out the names. You can, from here on out, you can go ahead and figure out what they do afterwards. Ooh, we got a foil. I accidentally saw that. We have Rugged Highlands, Batum as one of the lifelands, and cards keep wanting to show me that foil, and I don't want to see it yet. So, here we go. Uncommons, we have Scion of the Glaciers, Horde Ambusher, and Sultai Soothsayer. For our rare, we have a Pearl Lake Agent. And we have a mountain, a plains, and a tip card. So we had a foiling mountain, that's what it was. Yeah. Foil lands are still good lands, but that Pearl Lake Ancient is flash. It can't be countered, has prowess, and return 3 lands you control to their owner's hand, and you can return it to your hand. That is okay. I'm not really fond of that. So let's go ahead, next pack. I don't think I liked holding it up. If I had the camera down in front of me, so that you could see what was in front of me, it'd be a lot easier, but I don't have that capability. And the webcam would just be jiggling all over the place. So let's see here. We have got Blossoming Sands. I don't think I've seen this. It's green-white. Very nice artwork. I like that. And a Mardu banner. I've got a couple of these. I got one from the pre-release. So there you go. I like the banners. They are very good for mana fixing. Alright, we have a Ruthless Ripper. We have Quiet Contemplation. We have another foil pack. No, we don't. No, we don't. Because there was only 2 uncommons. We have Windstorm. And that's the first green uncommon. And the rare is Dig Through Time. It's a delve, and look at the top 7 cards of your library, put 2 of them in your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That's not too bad. We have a forest and a tip card. You know, I hope to get Sarkhan or Sorin. I have every other Planeswalker, and Sarkhan and Sorin are 2 that I do not have and I want that would complete my collection. Trumpet Blast. I like that card. We have another Blossoming Sands. Yay. And, oh, no. Wow, no banner this time. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Alright, so the uncommons, we have Dragon Grip. Very nice card. It's got the Ferocious. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may cast Dragon Grip as though it had flash. That's very, very nice. We have Take Up Arms. For 3/1/1 White Soldier to White Warrior. Sorry, Warrior. It's all about warriors. And then we have a Dead Drop. Delve and sacrifices 2 creatures. That's very powerful. Especially if you don't care about your graveyard. Here's the rare. We have the Karu Lichlord, Zombie Wizard. And he's black, blue, and green. Not legendary, though. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 black. If you do, return a creature card at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. Gains flying, trample, and haste. Exile that card at the beginning of your next end step. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. So if you try to put it into your hand, it gets exiled, that kind of thing. We have a plains. Ooh, oh. Now this is awesome. We've got a token creature. That's the first goblin token creature I've seen. That is pretty sweet. I like that artwork. M&M break. We'll go for a red M&M right here. And pull up the next pack. So this is pack number 7. Alright, we'll go through. We've got a Scoured Barrens again, the Black White Land. We have the Abzan banner. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's really nice. Alright. Okay, we got a second Lifeland, a Dismal Backwater. That is pretty sweet. Probably go into my Grimgrin deck. Alright. We had the Chief of the Scale. Now we've got Chief of the Edge. There we go. +1/+0. We have an Opulent Palace, which is mana fixing. Black, green, or blue. And then we have another Take Up Arms, which is the white. Yep. 1, 2. Oh, we got a foil. Here's the rare. Flying Crane Technique. Untap all creatures you control. They gain flying and double strike until end of turn. That is pretty nice, especially if you use Convoke. And then you just come at them without warning. And we've got a Bloodfire Mentor foil. So just 2 and a blue, tap, draw a card, discard a card. And a force and another Goblin token. Goblins. That's really good for my Krenko deck that I had planning. But I might actually just get rid of that Krenko deck. Here we go, Tranquil Cove. It's a white-blue. That's going into my Bruna deck. Most definitely. I need more mana fixing cards in there. Alright. We have Burn Away. Seek the Horizon. And, ooh. This is nice. Tomb of the Dragon Spirit. That is great for a Morph deck. Or as an Eldrazi deck, whichever you prefer. This is an uncommon land. I'll put it over here. Alright, and then here's the rare. We have a Spell Snatcher. Kara Spell Snatcher with Morph, and when it's popped up, you counter a spell and you can cast it without paying its mana cost, as long as it remains exiled. I had a lot of these tokens during the pre-release, and it's a nice warrior token. Those are pretty cool looking. Alrighty. Lastly, last pack. Cross your fingers. Hopefully there's something good in there. Open it up, and just for show, let's knock my headphones off my head. Okay, I'm going to call out everything in this pack. So we've got a Treasure Cruise, an Arrow Storm, Mardu Horde Chief, a Glacial Stalker, Molting Snakeskin, Dragon Scale Boon. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature and untap it. We've got a Jungle Hollow Lifeland, which is pretty nice. I go close up of the art. You've probably seen the spoilers. We have a Mardu Banner. We've already seen that. A Highland Game. And we've got a Swiftwater Cliffs, another double Lifeland deck. So there we go. The uncommons, we have Scion of Glaciers. Pachoom. There we go. +1/-1 until end of turn. 2/5. That can be pretty devastating. We have... yeah, put that in the wrong place. Come on. We have a Bellowing Saddlebrute. An Orc Warrior with Raid. That's the one that we had before. Yeah, I see him. And the last one is a Ride Down. This card is a beast. Destroy target blocking creature, and then the creature that was blocked gets trample until end of turn. So since there's no damage going anywhere, all that damage pours over onto your opponent. Awesome, awesome card. Awesome card. I cannot tell you how awesome that card is. Somebody puts down a great big huge beastie, and then you throw that out with your little 1/1 that you've been pumping up, and then threw Death Touch on or something, and they go, I'm going to block that, and then boop, you kill it. You kill the big thing. Chump blocking doesn't work either. And here we are. We've got a Blood-Soaked Champion for the rare. It can't block, but it's got Raid, 1 black. Return Blood-Soaked Champion from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this ability only if you attacked with a creature this turn. 1 for a 2/1, and he comes back. Very nice. That is going to go great into a mono black aggressive deck. So that is the Fat Pack done. I'm going to go ahead and put all the commons that I get inside my trusty box here. I'll set that over here on the side. And I'm going to pull off all my uncommons out of the way because we've got a bunch more coming. So there's the reds, the blacks, the whites. Usually when I do pack openings, I like to sort by color and by rarity, with rares and uncommons going elsewhere, and I treat all foils as if they are rare. So we'll put the rares up here, out of the way. Green, and this is all the mana fixing, lands and banners. That's all that is right there, and those are all common. And then here's the uncommon artifacts. So I'm going over here on the side of my pithy desk to pull out this beastie. Nothing really to open it with. I'm going to have to use my hands or my teeth. No, not really my teeth. There we go. One more. I made it through. They really don't want you to open these things. Childproof packaging and all that. A kid would probably come up and just go and pull the plastic right off like that. Okay. Now, let's open up this beast and get it all going in here. And, you know, this comes with this nice little poster here. Friday Night Magic at your store every week. It's for store, and it's fodder. And you know what? These will be opened in other videos. I was going to open them all up, but I've got other things I have to record. I already opened up 9 packs, and this is 9, 9, and 9. So that's going to be 4 videos, 9 packs each. Keep an eye out for them. So, I hope you enjoyed this and got to see some cool cards. I know I'm a little let down I didn't get any Planeswalkers, but we have some extra opportunity here. We didn't get any Mythics. They were all rares. It happens. And I have a feeling I'm going to be chasing that elusive Sarkhan and the Sorin for a long time. But until next time, enjoy playing games. Enjoy playing Magic. Friday Night Magic has changed to Khans of Tarkir drafts, and it is going to also rotate out M14 and the Return to Ravnica blocks. So now all standard is going to be Theros, M15, and Khans of Tarkir. Those are going to be the 3 blocks. And Theros, of course, has Theros, Born of the Gods, and Journey into Nyx. So you're going to have a total of 5 sets to pull cards from. Khans of Tarkir is going to be the first set, I believe, that has 2, well, maybe has 3 sets in it right now. And then the sets after that are going to go to 2 sets. And rotations are going to happen every 18 months rather than every 24 like they are now. There will also be no more core sets after this. So take it or leave it. It's up to you. I always like having the core sets because they tend to take some of the cool cards from all the other sets that have been in the past and get some good reprints going. But we'll see how it goes. It might be that Wizards uses the second smaller set in each of the blocks to do the majority of the reprints and intersperse older cards in through the sets as time goes by. But we'll have to see. Please like, favorite, and follow, and check out my Patreon page. You'll see that that link is going to be down in my description. Patreon is going to allow me to not only get better equipment, better stuff, and get more product, more giveaways. It'll also help with a lot of needy people, because half of all proceeds I get from Patreon, after fees and taxes, will go directly to charity. And there are a couple of rewards that will allow you to choose which charity it goes to for a certain quarter or a couple of months. We'll have to see exactly how that is. Based on how much I get through Patreon will determine how often the charity gets any funds. So keep that in mind. It might be that I give every quarter, every month. We'll have to see. It's a monthly payout from Patreon, and it'll at least be a monthly payment, possibly even quarterly if we don't have a lot of money coming in through the month. Or no money. So, you never know. So, on to the rest. This is Excalibur, and I am out.